This is all I use.
This is everything that I have, and this is what I call my 911.
This thing is amazing because it has a gajillion pockets. We have Band-Aids. It has happened to me where I lost my wallet. I am 100% hands-free if I need to be. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a new day and we are going to the zoo, my friends. It has been raining a lot here lately, so we have not gone anywhere outdoorsy in a hot minute. So with that being said, I am going to be going alone. Now you're probably thinking, Stephanie, you're crazy. And I probably am. But my philosophy is if I don't do it on my own, I'm never gonna leave this house. So I just have to go with it and hope for the best. I've learned that less is more when it comes to packing, just because I have 3 humans to take care of. So I've learned to really minimize my diaper bag. So I wanted to kind of show you guys exactly what goes into my diaper bag and which diaper bag I use, because I used to overpack. I used to use a big diaper bag, and now this is all I use. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so to give you an idea, this is everything that I have, plus the diaper bag and changing pad. So first up, we have 1 bottle for the baby. This is where this little contraption comes handy. It's so tiny, I'm able to just put 1 bottle of formula in here and it's not gonna take up like a whole bunch of space. Next, we have bottles of water. This is once again the baby's. She is learning how to drink water, and this sippy cup is the best solution we've found. Later on, she's obviously gonna transition into this. This one's for my oldest daughter as well as my son. My son, he's actually drinking it right now, but it would be like 1 more bottle. And then I have back here 1 bottle for my oldest daughter as well, because when we leave the park, she kind of tends to get really tired, and this is what I call my 911. So instead of her having a meltdown, freak out, I leave this for the end. Then comes the snack area. So for snacks, the little one eats her snacks out of here. Thankfully, I've trained my 2-year-old and 3-year-old to eat out of the little bags, and so far it works. You know, at first they're gonna get it all over the place. It's a learning curve, but they've got it down, thankfully. Obviously, I have 3 kids, so I have 3 pirate booties. These are really good, they love them. And I also take some sort of crackers. So we have club crackers today. Ritz crackers also works. So it just kind of depends on what your kid likes. Sometimes I buy goldfish, but I tend to shy away from it because it has red dye, but I still buy it every once in a while. Over here we have this flexible ice blanket, and it's basically an ice pack. And this is what I use to keep the bottle cold. And I'll show you where it goes in the diaper bag. This right here is a pacifier. Don't come at me, but we're still with the passies. I'm trying to break this habit as well. But after the park, after a long day, they get tired and I cave and I just give this. You know, sometimes these 2 things are things we should be weaning off, but when you have 3 ages, 3 and under, you just kind of give in a little longer, you know? So that's obviously not something I am proud of, that we're still using bottles and passies, but it comes handy. I always make sure I have 1 set of clothes for each kid, because accidents happen. Sometimes there's splash pads that they run in, you know, so I always make sure I have 1 set of clothes for each child. The smallest child, I usually tend to bring a onesie just because it's much easier. The older they get, you start having to bring shorts and a shirt and then underwear as well. So always 1 set of clothes.
Okay, so now that you know what most of the things I pack on a daily basis are, let me show you what my diaper bag actually looks like. I believe I got this bag from Target. One of my dear friends got it for me for my son's baby shower. So I've had this diaper bag for 4 years now. It's going strong. I absolutely love it. So now let me show you why. This is what it looks like. So this is the Eddie Bauer First Adventure diaper bag. This thing is amazing because it has a gajillion pockets. And if you want to have a really minimalistic diaper bag, pockets are key. That is where you're going to just stuff everything, so you can really put a lot of things in here. The first pockets that I want to show you guys are the outside ones. So this is one, and in this specific one, I always carry a very small first aid kit because you never know what can happen with your kid out and about. So I try to have like the basics. We have Band-Aids, I have wipies as well for disinfecting. We have bigger Band-Aids if we need bigger Band-Aids. So it's good to just carry like Neosporin in here as well. Anything like that that can help if they get scraped, cut, because kids will be kids. I also keep in this same pocket this Benadryl. My kids are very prone to being bitten from mosquitoes, and I find that this Benadryl, it's an itch relief stick, really works for them. So I always make sure to have this really thin one, it's a travel size, in this pocket with the first aid kit. It's not something that obviously I use and gravitate towards every day, so that's why I keep it on this pocket. Now this is another pocket, and in here, if we're going to be out in the evening somewhere, I place a bug repellent, so a bug spray in this pocket. But today we're not going anywhere like that, so we don't really need one. Then comes the outside pocket. This outside pocket is where I tend to keep the sunscreen. This is the sunscreen that I like. We use the Babo Botanicals, and it's 30 SPF. It's clear zinc sunscreen. I like that it doesn't leave like a white residue cast on them, so it feels like lotion, and they don't fight me with this. So I always make sure to have this. I also have deep down in here some tissues because kids have snotty noses. And this is normally where I keep my phone because it's the first pocket, it's the bigger one. My phone fits perfectly in here. So this is my phone pocket as well. I guess I should show you. So basically it goes in right there, and I can close it and open it quickly and just grab it. So that is basically my little phone pocket. The next pocket is this bigger pocket. So there's two big ones, this one and then the main big one. This is where I put all of the diaper, butt creams, poopy stuff, because I don't want that sort of stuff touching my food, you know, my bottles. We need to keep them separate. It's more sanitary. So this is where I put the diapers. This is one pocket. So in here, I put the diapers as well as the butt cream. This is the butt cream I use. I discovered this late in the game. My kids used to get really bad rashes, and ever since I discovered that one, they don't anymore. And the little one, I always try to have 3 diapers. The older daughter, I have 2 diapers. This is usually what works when I'm going to like a theme park. I don't go all day. If I do go all day, say for example to Disney, I've gone by myself, I usually put 3 for each girl. And then on the outside of that pocket is where the changing pad is that I place on the changing table. And then these are for my son. These are the ones that he uses to use the restroom. They're like basically covers for the toilet. I'll leave a picture up here somewhere so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. But they're great because, you know, kids, once they start using grown-up potties, their hands go everywhere, and that really prevents them from getting dirty. But that is basically all I keep in here. I have another bag where I usually put the toilet seat for my son. I have a foldable one. I'll leave it right here too or somewhere. But that one's great. I haven't been able to fit that one in here, so I just keep it separate with like a wet bag. In case he has an accident or something, I have like a wet bag to put his clothes in, or any of the kids' clothes really. Moving on to the side, this is actually one of my favorite pockets. It's a little mini cooler. Check this out. This thing is old, y'all. It's falling apart on me, but it still works. It keeps your formula or your bottles cold. So this is where we place this little flexible pack, and I put the milk bottle in here as well as the formula bottle. So it keeps it nice and cold. Whoa, mama. What's that? So it keeps it nice and cold for the kids, and it's like a mini cooler within the diaper bag. Once again, one less thing to carry, because I try not to carry a separate cooler because it's just too much stuff. It's way too much. On the other side of the diaper bag, this is amazing. It's an easy access to wipies. I get these little plastic Pamper ones. You know, anyone that has this plastic, it's very convenient. I don't have to take out the wipies. Especially when you're in a changing table, I just set this way, lift this up, put the changing pad, boom, boom, ready to go. Also fantastic for cleaning any messes, noses. It's easy access. I don't have to take out the wipies or anything like that. Makes my life very convenient when I'm alone. And then moving on inside. Inside is a little difficult to show you, but I'll try my best. Inside we have this pocket, okay? So this has a zipper on it, and this is where I keep my wallet. Once again, my wallet is very small. These sleeves are what work when I go out by myself, and it's convenient to have a zipper within the inside so that it's difficult for the wallet to fall out. It has happened to me where I lost my wallet, and it's because I try to use like the outside pocket. It just, you know, in the chaos of things, it's better to have it in the inside. And then in that same pocket, I have this little bag. These are for like waters. These are pretty cool. I found these at Bye Bye Baby. Rest in peace, Bye Bye Baby. It doesn't exist anymore. But any water bottle, you can kind of turn it into a sippy cup, which is awesome. And then right below that, we have these little pockets. These are awesome because they have insulation. They keep my kids' bottles really cold, surprisingly. I don't even have to put an ice pack in there. Any bottle I've placed in here, it lasts pretty cold for a long time. So it's super convenient if I'm doing longer days alone. Example, if I go to Disney, I take 2 bottles instead of just 1. I'm 2 hours away from Disney. I wanna make sure I have my ammunition in case things go south with the kids. And her bottle stays cold in here perfectly. The other pocket is on the other side, which is this one. This is usually where I have these. These are placemats that are plastic. You just kind of take off the stickers and then place it on. That way the baby can eat. Sometimes my older daughter needs it because she's still like throwing, you know, dinnerware all over the place. So it just helps me to have less of a cleanup, and it's easier for the kids to eat off of that. My oldest son, he doesn't need it anymore. He's a big boy. But I do try to keep it in here just in case I need it. And then you have your standard big pocket. So let's go ahead and start packing this diaper bag. All right, so the first thing that I place in here are my clothes. So I waddle them up like so. So they're really tiny. And I place it deep in the bottom. And I shift it towards this side where the wipies are, because sometimes this does leak a little bit, this side.
So that's a tip I recommend, just place it on the other side. Also, I put the baby's stuff last, clothes-wise, because she tends to need to change more than the bigger kids. So you kind of want to do it in an order where you're most likely to pull out stuff, and that way you don't have to take everything out. Then on this side is going to be the snack side. So I take this for the baby. This is the first thing to go all the way down. So you see, it fits perfectly. Then I add the snacks. So we have snacks here. And then I add the passy right on this side, once again, in case I need it. It's my 911. And then here are the water bottles. To keep the water bottles cold, I do use the insulated pockets. It works great. And then in the other one, I add this one. And then my son usually carries his. He drinks a lot of water, like a ton. It's crazy. If he doesn't, I just place it right on top. And then, last but not least, we have the little formula pack. So I just kind of place it right here on top. On this side, I've already shown you where I place the bottle. I'm going to also place the other bottle here. That way, they're both in there. And that's basically it, y'all. I mean, this thing can fit so much in it. That's why pockets are key. I do want to show you guys one more thing about this diaper bag. If we do go on, say, like a longer trip, example, Disney or the water park, we have a local water park, this comes really handy, and it's these buckles. So this diaper bag has two buckles. They are designed to go on your stroller so that you can hang this if you want, but it comes handy with an extra cooler. I bought this extra cooler once again at like Bell's 4 years ago when my son was gonna be born, and you can place bottles. I place applesauces, yogurts, sometimes even PBJs in here to keep it cool with an ice pack. And then what I do is I unbuckle this and I buckle this in. So this is a good way for me to carry everything. So you can see I am 100% hands-free if I need to be, and this is very convenient when you're walking through metal detectors instead of like grabbing 1,000 bags. It comes super handy so that you are hands-free and you can just grab the kids if you need to, etc. You know. Last but not least, I forgot to show you, I do take sometimes bibs. I am not a bib mom. Frankly, I just can't be bothered. When you have 3 under 3, it's chaos when you're out alone. But there are those times where they might have a cute outfit and I don't want them to get dirty. So I do take this, and this is where I place it. That extra pocket that we discussed from the beginning, it slides right in. I fold it nicely flat. Doesn't take it up a lot of space. It's not in my way. I don't have to dig through. It works. Another thing that I attach here is a water bottle. These water bottles I get from Costco, and living in Florida, it gets really, really hot. So I open this up and put this through, and voila, we have our water bottle attached as well. Living in Florida, having extra water is crucial. The kids are running. It is very, very, very hot. We just need to make sure we have extra water. Obviously, I can always buy more, but if you're trying to save money and you want cold water, like really cold, I put ice in here, and then I just attach it here and I place it in this bag like so. So this is basically what I look like if I'm going through any security whatsoever. So a lot of the theme parks here in Florida have security, unfortunately, because we live in America. You know what I'm talking about. And
This is just very convenient. I've also attached, like I said, the wet bag. So if we go to a water park, all their wet clothes are right in that wet bag, and I just snap it on there. So I love having these little attachments because they come, you know, super handy. Once I'm inside, I do unattach these things and just place it in the stroller. But it helps when you're just trying to gather all the kids in the car, when you're trying to pass through security. I still have a little bit extra room in here, and I always bring extra water diapers because they go number 2 sometimes and you gotta change them. So here you can see I just place them right on top. Hey! Whoa! If you want to change them there, then I just grab the bathing suits and place them also right on top, and you have it first thing in your diaper bag. I have a whole stroller setup too. If you guys are interested in that video, let me know down below. I would be happy to show you how I set up my stroller when I do go out by myself to the parks or, you know, anywhere. But that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, remember to dream big, be brave, and explore life. Until next time. Mwah.